Well, yeah, that was like first clip, time for a second clip, stuff like that. Okay, well, this is the 20-minute match I was talking about. I'm not excited for this one at all. Now, for sure, it is a great match. This is, disclaimer, I'm going to say right now, this is the best match that I have ever done in Universe mode. Right here. CPU simulated. Special guest referee. Best match here on Universe mode. 20-something minute matchup. Number of contenders for the World Heavyweight Championship. The third matchup between Ziggler and Ryback. First one, of course, Ryback won the first meeting. Ziggler won the second one. And then they were in Triple Threat, in which none of them won, and Aleister Black won. So this is gonna be their third actual meeting. The Triple Threat didn't count, but their third one-on-one contest. And this one is for all the marbles. They already just have an accent. This one's for all the marbles, anyway. And so this one is gonna be for number contenders for the World Heavyweight Championship. Aleister Black, special guest referee. This is gonna be complete and utter chaos. It's here and there. Ziggler shooting star press just moments ago into a triangle chokehold. Now both these men, of course, they need to be careful to not get counted out here. Very crucial if they do, of course. And so Aleister Black, he's gonna try to be a partial referee. He's gonna try to be a fair referee. He said he will be a fair referee in his mind. Well, not in his mind, but he did say he was going to be a fair referee. So we shall see if he will live up to that promise or not here tonight. As Stuart Ryback just punches Ziggler off the ring apron now. Ziggler is going to try to fight back now for both of their matches. Ziggler, he has shown that fighting spirit. He has shown that fighting, never say die, never give up attitude against Ryback, especially in their first meeting, in which Ryback absolutely destroyed him. But Ziggler kept kicking out, kept escaping of every submission, kept kicking out of after every pinfall and after every big move that Ryback threw straight at him. So, of course, we can tell Ziggler, he's definitely tough when it comes to his matches against Ryback. Needless to say, Ryback just destroys everyone in his path. So, we shall see what's going to happen here tonight, as I'm checking the time this time. Okay, wait, what's that? Okay. Anyway, now Ziggler nails the leap and DDT onto Ryback. Ziggler on count 6, he gets back inside the ring. Or at least gets on the ring apron. And, oh man, Ryback, he's got up. And at this point, you got to feel for Ziggler. Ryback immediately getting back up. But now a surfboard submission hold. Ryback, he's on dream streaks. Never mind. Ziggler gets out of it. Aleister Black putting his hands on Dolph Ziggler a little bit right there. He's going to be careful to be a partial referee like what he needs to be. World Heavyweight Champion. So we shall see. But I really won't blame Aleister Black if he does cost one of these men. The matchup is here. Their shoulder breaker by Ryback. A humongous one on Ziggler, might add. And Ziggler's busted open. I believe Ziggler was also busted open in their first meeting as well. So Ziggler, he's used to shedding blood against Ryback. And also Ziggler is falling face first into those steel steps. And oh my god, look at Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler's face now is known as a crimson mask. That is literally a crimson mask of blood for a face. And Ryback, at this point, you can tell he just doesn't care. He really just doesn't care. Because at this point now, Ryback, he sees Ziggler's weak. He sees Ziggler's wounded. So a hungry Ryback definitely gonna feed. Definitely gonna hunk. Did I say hunk? I meant hunt. That sounds so awkward. But he's definitely gonna hunt on Dolph Ziggler just to be able to go to his final prey, which is that World Heavyweight Championship that Aleister Black is not holding. But you get the idea. You still get the idea. Anyway, now Ryback, just a humongous slingshot. Surprisingly enough, Ziggler not going on the outside ring, not getting launched over the outside ring. Aleister Black just Irish ripping Ryback. That could probably step something for Ziggler. Never mind. Now Dolph Ziggler accidentally punches Aleister Black. And Black, he's a little bit wounded. He's opened up after that stiff punch from Ziggler. First time Black gets him this matchup, but he's going to still be a partial referee. You can tell he didn't bother to hit Ziggler. But now Ryback will probably just try to break every part of Dolph Ziggler's body. Break every bone in his body as well. Because at this point now, the big guy Ryback, he's not someone to necessarily play around with. He is dangerous. But then again, we all know that from experience of these Universe Mode episodes. So, yeah. And then Dolph Ziggler, you're just going to try to fight back against Ryback. And he does kick right to the back, knocks down the big guy. Ziggler's gonna try and get a braver, use his speed, use his momentum of his speed. Try outmatch Ryback speed wise, technicality wise. But of course Ryback, he is a brawler. So you can tell that he'll probably have the upper hand here. Power wise, Ziggler definitely speed wise though. So Ziggler can use that to his advantage as they get sent halfway across the ring from that kick a couple moments ago. Ziggler dragon screw out with stick with it into a surfboard smash toe. Nice transition by Dolph Ziggler. One of the reasons why he's the best here in SmackDown. German suplex from Ryback. That's not going to be it because this is like a 27-minute matchup. So, yep. Ziggler, he has his hands on Aleister Black a little bit. Aleister Black just going to kick Ziggler right into the lion's den. That is Ryback. Ryback only gets 2 count. Bow and arrow submission. I'm going to try to rip off the arms of Dolph Ziggler like they're just little tiny twigs. But of course, that would be easy for Ryback to do. If he wanted to break the arms or legs of his opponents very easily, he could just easily do it any time, any day of the week if he just chose to. I cannot get over the strength of Ryback. See, they're shell shocked. Out of nowhere, Ryback, he's a little bit dazed. He's going to capitalize, pin him. Ziggler's face is even more bloodied. A crimson mask of more red it is. And now see right there, what? Canadian Destroyer, the Sunset Flip Power Driver, also known as the Canadian Destroyer. Ryback has that in his moveset. Alright, whatever. Not gonna pay attention. That was impressive for the big man size of Ryback. How muscular Ryback is. Also the size of Ryback as well. So, yeah. Now Dolph Ziggler, he's gonna try to fight back here. Nails the bridge suplex into the pin. He didn't bridge it though. He didn't fully bridge it with the connection. And so that's gonna cost him only a 1 count. Aleister Black now gonna have to. Oh my god. I did not sound excited at all. I just normally say, oh my god. But what I was trying to say was that Aleister Black, he's gonna have to try to be a partial referee here. He did kick Ziggler into the lines, then he did kick Ziggler into the wrath of Ryback. I heard that was like self-defense or what. But now, you can notice Aleister Black, he's not counting specifically fast for any of these men. He's countered straight and right down the middle. Ryback on count 4, Ziggler on count 2. Ziggler's face, a bloody mess. Ryback, barely any blood. And so that's going to cost Ziggler now another shell shock. No, Ziggler counts the abdominal stretch. Has him. Well, at least he had him. Now Dolph Ziggler multiple punches straight to back of Ryback. Ryback just a stiff punch to Dolph Ziggler. I can't get over Dolph Ziggler's face at this point here. It looks so bloodied up. And what a monkey flip from Ryback. The leg strength of Ryback. Definitely more superior than Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler. This is like their first meeting with each other. When Dolph Ziggler got absolutely demolished by Ryback. Didn't give up. Didn't quit. Didn't show any signs of quitting. Until when it was just too much and he submitted to, I believe, an ankle lock of all submission moves. Ziggler, he also submitted to a half leg crab by Aleister Black in the No Surrender pay-per-view, but that's besides the point. But he has competed in like almost all the matches. Almost every episode of SmackDown Dolph Ziggler has competed on, except for like 2. Probably. Yeah, except for like 2 or 3. But in his first meeting, he did, have a great matchup against Ken Owens, but Owens did sadly defeat Ziggler, but Ziggler won all his other matches. He won against Jinder Mahal, he won it against other people that I cannot remember anymore. Ryback, of course, being one of them as well. Now Ryback, the big man, he's getting charged up, you saw right there, just favoring his arm, and after that doing his signature, like just a monstrous type of taunt, intimidating as it is, as Ryback does it again. Ziggler, he's going to try to crawl his way back to the ring. He's on count 7 here. And the big man Ryback just lariats him down. Now, of course, the count is going to catch up with Ryback. So it's not going to necessarily mean to go in 9 and 10 for Ziggler. Going to catch up with Ryback until, I don't know, whenever it decides to count for Ziggler again. Both men inside the ring anyway. An unsuccessful slingshot by Dolph Ziggler. And so that didn't work out too well for the show-off. But see her there, nails the drop kick onto Ryback, has him, and now Ziggler is on a roll, trying to drill down Ryback, the big guy, so intimidating as it is. He's crashed and burns on the outside though. So let's talk about how intimidating Ryback is though. Like serious though, look at this guy. Not to mention how dominating he also did a show shock on both Dolph Ziggler and Aleister Black in the No Surrender pay-per-view. So that was impressive. That was an impressive feat in itself. You gotta admit that. Whether you love Ryback or you hate him, you gotta admit how powerful he is, how he's-handed it is, and how he could probably most likely become a future world champion one day. Well, of course, that day is gonna be a couple more days closer if he does defeat Ziggler here tonight. But of course, Ziggler, he does deserve it as well. Highly talented wrestler, highly talented athlete, pulls off great matches every single night. Definitely probably the hardest worker here on SmackDown. So we shall see. Definitely a good match. So far, seeing like their last two meetings. And Aleister Black, he's just going to try to wake up Ziggler. He's trying to help him at this point. Irish Rip. And now that probably steps on for Ryback. Ryback, he's probably equally as exhausted. But of course, Ziggler, he has lost more blood. So, major difference right there. On Hurricane out of nowhere, that's not going to be it. 2 count only. Nails the dropkick though. And now Ziggler showing signs of life. Never mind the monkey flip by Ryback. The leg strength of Ryback once more prevails over Ziggler. Nails the slingshot. Ziggler's by hitting the ring apron. Ziggler going to counter with a Hurricane. That doesn't help out all that much. Ziggler's going to simply stumble down, getting back up. Frog splash, and now he has Ryback up. Nails Sandman, the suplex. Nice transition to a side takedown. Then to a quick anaconda device, in which he's not able to hold it on in time, though. Well, not able to hold it on long enough. Anyway, Dolph Ziggler now. There's a Dragon Saber to Ryback, doing all that he could at this point to just try to pick up a victory against Ryback. You really gotta think what it's gonna take to put Ryback away. I completely forgot how Dolph Ziggler put Ryback away in their second meeting. In the triple threat, Ryback almost became champion, but Aleister Black, he did knock him out cold and then made Dolph Ziggler submit. The favorite for that matchup was probably Ryback, though. You gotta admit, both these two, of course, highly talented, like I've said probably multiple times to this point. So, this is what SmackDown pulls off here. Now, Adventure still got the tag team match later on, which, of course, is going to be a good one as well. As now, Ziggler, he's just going to stumble down, trying to do a fisherman suplex onto Ryback. That probably could put away the big man German suplex by Ryback. Can this one be it? Ladies and gentlemen, Dolph Ziggler kicks out. Well, if you wanted to start the This Is Awesome chants, you guys might as well start. Because this match, for sure, going to go down in the history books. This is the best match on Yours Mode so far, and this is why I've said multiple times, not just to act in character of one commentary, just a person on a commentary team for a specific WWE brand, whether it's Raw, SmackDown, or ECW, saying how they're the better brand, just specifics of them being there. I'm saying it for the specifics because it's actually true. SmackDown, they have the better wrestling talent than Raw. So we shall see. Ziggler just gets sent flying by Ryback off the ring apron. My bad, at the moment I had a blank moment. Okay. Anyway. Ryback, just another devastatingly monstrous taunt. At this point, now Ryback, he has Ziggler. Well, at least he had him. Dolph's handle simply just that. And now another shoulder blade breaker. Well, it's a Pacific shoulder breaker, but that's more like on the shoulder blade. So, Ziggler, he's just going through a whole bunch of punishment here. Nice snapmare counter into a triangle choke. Trying to wear down the big man. And Aleister Black, he has kicked down Ryback. Ryback, he touched his hands on an official. Now, well, that's not an official. But, you know, it's the world champion, Aleister Black. He's a special guest referee. So, for here tonight, he counts as an official. And now, Dolph Ziggler, triangle chokehold. On to Ryback, the big guy, the monstrous big guy. He was reeling for a short second, nails the Dolph's hand to the back of the head. How brutal did that look, ladies and gentlemen? You gotta admit that. That's a rope break. Aleister Black, he's not gonna let this match be going on all that much longer. As you can see, Ziggler's losing a whole lot of blood here. Nails down Ryback, but that is a rope break. Ziggler's legs were extended. If they weren't extended, we'll have done some damage. Some more damage to Ryback. Ryback kick now at 2, just there, point the elbow right to the back. Stiff punch right to the face. Nails the German suplex. Doesn't stick with it. But he did drill down. Just gonna leave a permanent stain of Dolph Ziggler's back. Once again with that power slam. Gonna leave a permanent stain of Dolph Ziggler's back. His back print just left on the mat. Take a spatula. Scoop it up, I guess you would say. And sunset flip from Ziggler. Ziggler's gonna try to steal victory. The show off. Almost became number one contender. for the World Heavyweight Championship against Aleister Black. Ankle lock. Ryback, he's been doing ankle locks for the past few weeks. SmackDown, see right there. He's gonna try to drill down Ziggler with probably another shoulder block. I mean, not shoulder block, but a shoulder breaker. But Ziggler counters with sunset flip. That was some nice technicality, some nice of a technical wrestling counter. So that was pretty good. Pretty good on the part of Dolph Ziggler. And once again, this has proved my point at this point. Ziggler not gonna give up. Not gonna give up the will to compete. Listen, Dolph Ziggler. Not gonna give up against Ryback. But now Ryback immediately into a pin. A bloody Ziggler. Can this one be it? No. 2 count only. This audio sounds late, but as always, remember it's not late. The action is just too fast. Arm drag from Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, he is limping. He is exhausted. So is Ryback. Ziggler losing a whole lot of blood here. Nails the snapmare to a pin. A rope break. Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, all these crucial mistakes are just simply costing him the matchup. Simple and crucial mistakes like that, like not the ability to just drag your opponent to like away from the ropes, is costing Ziggler. If he just had the wherewithal, if he just wasn't using this much blood, if he just had enough momentum, if he just had enough energy to like try to move Ryback, I see there he's just gonna stumble down. Ziggler, you gotta feel for the guy at this point. He's been going through a whole lot of punishment, but that's how this business is. Bear hug. Ryback just gonna try it. Nice counter to a Bebe suplex. Not gonna lie, I'm impressed by that. But just trying to wear down Ziggler, trying to like take out all the air, and there goes Ziggler off the ring apron from a simple kick, like the point of the foot right into the back by Ryback. And now the big guy gonna hunt once more. Then again, he's been feeding on his prey a whole lot throughout this matchup. His prey, of course, being Dolph Ziggler. Both these men, at this point, I guess I could say that they really do hate each other. Always Ryback really where does hate Dolph Ziggler, just gonna try to kill him. Tries to come every single time they fight. Then again, Ryback tries to kill everyone. So, but Ziggler specifically, in which way he makes Ziggler start bleeding like a pig, like a just killed pig in a butcher shop. I know that's a pretty eerie response or connection, but where? Now Ziggler on count 7. Can he make backside ring? Yes, he does. Aleister Black once again being a fair referee. There goes Aleister Black out of the ring apron. That was a little funny. That was kind of funny. Anyway, now Ryback, Ziggler on the ring apron. There goes Ziggler. Yep, there he goes. I said it a little bit too early, but I knew that it was gonna happen. Nails the suplex. Dolph Ziggler surprisingly not falling too far away, and luckily not falling on my announce table. As long as you guys don't follow you guys know the drill. Don't go through my announce table. Simple and easy drill. Don't go through my announce table, and then we shall be good. There goes Ryback in front of my announce table, and oh man, I'm getting out of here. Ziggler and Ryback, they're just killing each other at this point. Dolph Ziggler, the will to compete, the ability to just not fight. I mean, the ability to not give up while fighting, I should say. And Ziggler's going to get back inside the ring again. The count of 6. Dolph Ziggler easily deserves a title shot. He easily deserves to be a triple threat once again between Ziggler and Ryback. Because at this point, well, between Ziggler, Ryback, and Black once again. Because Dolph Ziggler just not going to give up here. Kicks down Ryback. And now Dolph Ziggler probably pick up victory here. Multiple shots. Nails the dropkick just moments ago. Has Ryback. Another dropkick. And the big guy, he's reeling. And that notification is solid because I recorded this a couple hours ago. Well, a couple hours ago. I'll say 1, 2, probably. I don't know. Anyway, now Dolph Ziggler nails the plancha onto Ryback. This one could be it. Never mind. Dolph Ziggler only getting a 1 count. Ziggler again, super desperate, drills down Ryback. Dolph Ziggler now. He's on a roll. He's on fire. He has to pick out Ryback. Ryback is busted open just a tad bit more. And that right there could be the game changer for the show off. Dolph Ziggler is not showing off if you back it up, and that's what Ziggler does prove. But the show off, not doing too well. If anything, the only thing he's showing off is his blood, his battle scars from this matchup against Ryback. Ryback has Ziggler. That right just had an accent. I struggled to say Ziggler. Anyway, Ryback, he had Ziggler momentarily into that submission. My bad, had another bank moment. At this point, Ryback. Ankle lock to Dolph Ziggler. Come on, Ziggler. Come on. He survived this far. Ziggler has survived this far. Is he going to tap out here? Going to a whole lot of punch, but nails it, counters it to a side headlock takedown. Ryback, he's probably not going to tap out, and he does not. Ziggler is going to get simply kicked in the midsection. Ryback, what a power slam! The big guy. No mercy being shown on the show off. Dolph Ziggler trying to get choked the lights out of him. And he's going to counter into a chokehold of his very own onto Ryback. And Ryback tapped out. Ryback tapped out. Dolph Ziggler. The will to compete. The absolute will to compete. He is going to advance into a #1 contenders matchup on probably the next few episodes of SmackDown or SmackDown's next pay-per-view, which is a while away. So probably next episode of SmackDown or something like that, or next couple episodes of SmackDown, against World Champion Aleister Black. Dolph Ziggler, wounded, battered, bloodied up, battle scars everywhere. Ziggler pulls out the ultimate odds. He's #1 contender. Well, what a hell of a 20-minute matchup that was. Anyway, now ECW action. We go transition from SmackDown to ECW. As the ECW Championship on the line, Baron Corbin defends his newly won ECW Championship against Minoru Suzuki. Suzuki, #1 contender, he's made a statement for himself. He defeated Raven, of course, former ECW champion. He had his rematch clause. Then when Suzuki took the rematch clause away from Raven, which gave Suzuki the #1 contender's shot. Of course, Corbin defeated Raven for the title at the ECW exclusive Barely pay-per-view after Raven won it in the 4-man tournament in which Raven eliminated Finn Balor. Corbin eliminated Dean Ambrose. They had a 1-1 matchup on ECW. Raven won. They had a rematch at the Barely pay-per-view. Corbin won. And then, all down to this. I'm trying to explain the storyline because this match is actually kind of quick. And Minoru Suzuki, probably the most dangerous man in the ECW roster. Well, probably the most gifted one of striking ability, I guess you'd say. Very dangerous competitor, has MMA experience, kind of. So, very, very dangerous. Nails the not stealing brainbuster, but just nails brainbuster. Has him in the gotch style power driver. Suzuki's finisher. That could be it here. Never mind. Corbin simply kicking out like it's not dragon. Sleeper suplex. Minoru Suzuki just showing no remorse against our ECW champion, Baron Corbin. Can Corbin overcome the odds here against Suzuki? We just came off head over heels off of a great SmackDown match. So we shall see the ECW championship, how this match go. And another gotcha style power driver by Minoru Suzuki out of nowhere. Second one. Can it be a charm? Yes, it is. And ladies and gentlemen, Minoru Suzuki is your new ECW champion? Immediately. These matches are horrible. Like, seriously though, these are such quick matches. I'm not going to bother to retry this. I really am not. I'm just going to upload it as is. Probably going to upload it. I don't know. I upload the pre-show earlier on the day. Or probably tomorrow, depending on when I upload this, to be fair. I don't know. Anyway, going on into SmackDown action once more. As we now have the SmackDown tag titles on the line. Robert Roode and Cowboys James Storm, #1 contenders, will face off against DX, your current SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H. Of course, Triple H has been walking out on Shawn Michaels multiple times. But we shall see it, and what a glitch with that. What kind of glitch was that? Well, Michaels, he went flying to out of nowhere. He was like teleportation. Missed the dropkick on Robert Roode, as this is Robert Roode and Shawn Michaels 1-1 on the outside. So, ladies and gentlemen, of course, these two very highly decorated tag teams. Of course, Storm and Roode, they won a #1 contenders matchup against Rey Mysterio and Billy Kidman. And of course, DX, they defeated Rhino and Heath Slater for the vacant SmackDown Tag Team Championships after Triple H won a triple threat match against Nick Jackson of the Young Bucks and Heath Slater of the Rhino and Slater tag team. And then it was #1 contenders tag team match between Rhino and Slater versus the Young Bucks, in which Rhino and Heath Slater won that one. The Young Bucks go into their third straight loss in a row. Young Bucks, they still haven't won no matches. See, there's nice sons of flip from Michaels to both Storm and Roode. And there goes Triple H, kind of hitting his partner Shawn Michaels a little bit, while also hitting Triple H in the process. Also hitting Robert Roode in the process. Sunset flip from Michaels. Shawn Michaels could easily pick up victory right there. Only a 1 count, Sally. Robert Roode, he's not going to let that match happen all that quickly. Nails the power driver. Shawn Michaels' wrestling ability. 5-star caliber along with Dolph Ziggler. I'm still getting over that Dolph Ziggler and Ryback matchup. Such a great 20-minute and something second matchup. It took forever, but what a great matchup it was. Definitely applaud. You definitely have to applaud those men for the great matchup. Dolph Ziggler vs. Aleister Black. That's for sure going to be a great one here in SmackDown. And we're just going to be proven once again in the stats match why we're better than Raw and why we're better than ECW, and how Raw's trash talk can just, of how it's just, not that good anyway. Sure, we probably might have had a last second place storyline for this tag title matchup by having the no contenders matchup. But, still, we still pull off the better matches. We still have the somewhat better storylines. ECW, they're okay. I see they're pedigree. Out of nowhere from Triple H. And tag titles almost been retained. I was about to say and jump to conclusions. James Storm immediately breaking up with a count of 1 though. If Triple H did that a little bit farther away, would have most definitely been it. Anyway, now Triple H simple kick to midsection knocks over by Robert Roode, whatever you want to call him. It's gonna be specifically Robert Roode. Okay. Another jump cut skip of audio. Mostly because I got interrupted again. Alright, well anyway, I completely forgot what I was saying. I really did. Well anyway, guess might as well call the action now. So of course, like I said earlier, we do have Storm and Roode. They are no contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. DX they defeated Rhino, Heath Slater, blah blah blah. Anyway, now so this is Shawn Michaels and Robert Roode in the ring against Shawn Michaels. He's gonna now make a tag. And Roode can make tag Storm. Yes, he does. And Storm is not going to be able to get inside the ring in time. If he definitely did, he will have gotten high kneed by Triple H. But no, instead Triple H, he's going to high knee Robert Roode. So the game, Triple H, of course, probably the weakest link of DX. Now, usually when you think about that, you won't usually think about it much not the weakest link, but Shawn Michaels, he's definitely done the most work. Triple H, he has walked down Shawn Michaels in the past few weeks of SmackDown and stuff like that on the regular tag team matches and stuff. So we shall see. And now Triple H, only man in the ring, completely under the chaos. I believe Robert Roode, he probably has an injured arm. That's not good. No, it's same thing for Rhino and Slater. Rhino and Slater versus DX matchup for SmackDown Tag Titles had an also in pay-per-view. We did have we did have Heath Slater injure his arm during that matchup. So even if Rhino and Slater did win that matchup, they'll have an injured champion. So I believe his arm is injured in this matchup. So it doesn't matter. DX, they're gonna have to stay tag champions here. Pretty much all said and done. That's James Storm on count of 6, Triple H on count of 5, the game, and Cowboy James Storm. And now Storm going to bow the powerbomb, probably the eye of the Storm. Then fully nailed both these men on count of 7. Of course, it is counted out. Triple H, Shawn Michaels retain their SmackDown tag titles. Both of these men get inside the ring. Disqualification also counts as well. And a sleeper hold by James Storm, just gonna get out of the way of Triple H using that sledgehammer, trying to wear down the game. That's kind of close to a choke. Never mind, changes it down, transitions into a chin lock. James Storm is gonna try to wear down Triple H. The more bigger and brawner Triple H sleeper hold counter from the pedigree, and a whole lot more submission counters. James Storm has kick up. Oh, he almost had super kick, and he runs into a body slam. Alvin Smith's super kick. Triple H double A spine buster turns it around as well. Impressive in itself. Of course, Triple H very, very powerful, and he tags in Shawn Michaels. So far, both these men, they're having some good tag and chemistry. Shawn Michaels, he has been the workhorse as Triple H has walked down him. Triple H is passing now, walking down on Michaels here. So far, we shall see as the later minutes of the match will progress. But you gotta notice how Robert Roode, he's not even on the ring apron. You gotta notice how Robert Roode, he's basically taking out this equation. So he is injured. And now Michaels, well, he almost nailed the reverse elbow drop. James Storm caught him, and there goes Michaels. Perhaps slipping off the post, perhaps slipping off the turnbuckle or the ropes. Either way, Michaels did have a bad landing. Almost landed on my announce table as well. Now Boatsman on the outside. Shawn Michaels nails the sweet chin music to James Storm on the outside. Storm, he is dazed. And he gets bulldogged for his troubles into a triangle choke sleeper hold. Shawn Michaels, complete and utterly control, has been shown by HBK. As DX are in control of this matchup here. SmackDown Tag Team Champions could retain their tag titles. As we got Triple H and Roode inside the ring. Roode, he's favoring that arm, so I don't think he's all that well. Storm, he's going to get inside the ring and count 8 just to keep this match alive. But at this point, does it even matter? I don't really think it does all that much. Anyway, now, sharpshooter by James Storm, he almost had it. Trying to do a German suplex there, Shawn Michaels. He had that one well scouted out. Now Michaels nails the knee drop. Misses the sweet chin music again. If he nailed it in the ring, will definitely put James Storm away. James Storm misses his super kick. Michaels now. He has Storm where he wants him at this point, you can tell. Misses the back suplex, tags in Triple H, and here comes the game. Cerebral Assassin, the King of Kings. In the matchup, figure 4 Ledlock. Can this one be it? Imagine if this one figure 4 Ledlock. No. And when just a suplex takedown, the strength for Triple H transitions into a camel clutch. DX retains SmackDown Tag Titles. Next up, the main event.
So I'm going to have plenty of people to carry me out. But while I'm being carried out, I'm going to be carrying out the WWE World Heavyweight Championship on this shoulder. And right next to that championship is a huge chip on my shoulder for people telling me I can't. People like these guys right here. Not because I want to, not because I need to, because I can, I will. And I believe that. There is not a person alive that can walk through these ropes, look me in my eyes, and really believe that they can beat me. It just won't happen. When the clock strikes midnight, I am leaving. I am leaving with the WWE Championship. There's one thing you're better at than I am, and that's kissing Vince McMahon's ass. Do I have everybody's attention now? The only thing that's real is me. Oops, I'm breaking the fourth wall. For almost 6 years, I have proved to everybody in the world that I am the best on this microphone in the ring. And I'd like to think that maybe this company will be better after Vince McMahon's death. Shut your mouth! You're gonna listen to me! You're gonna man up! You're gonna take your balls out of your purse right now. We're gonna lay our cards on the table. You don't like me, but it has nothing to do with who I am. And if I can be your psychologist for a moment, it has everything to do with who you are not. There's one thing you're better at than I am, and that's kissing Vince McMahon's ass. You're as good as kissing Vince's ass as Hulk Hogan was. Started as a professional wrestler, and I fought to get to where I'm at right now. And yeah, I held up the WWE for some perks. Do I want an ice cream bar with my name on it? You're damn right. Do I have everybody's attention now?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Your promo all said and done. Well, of course, you guys did see the promo, then you guys already knew what to expect. Well, just gonna show the promo here, which you just did. So anyway, time for Raw's triple threat matchup to main event, the live from the MSG pay-per-view. Bobby Lashley, your number one contender for the WWE Championship. Roman Reigns, the man who has cashed in his rematch clause, and this man, your WWE Champion, CM Punk. Since all these three men are specifically faces, I can't decide to cancel this matchup. Raw GM Eric Bischoff has told me, as boring as it is, and since I'm specifically a heel commentator, I have to call in this matchup, which I am. So I'll be a fair partial referee. At this point, see right there, strength for Lashley. Back suplex to both Punk and Reigns. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, both Roman Reigns by Lashley, they were only a tag team in week 1. They're still classified as a tag team. They just only had one tag team match, and that was in week 1. Let's see right there, the strength of Reigns. He demonstrates it himself by body slam both Bobby Lashley and CM Punk. So Punk, he's been on the receiving end of many slams by both these two men so far, and Punk takes Reigns out of the equation. Of course, triple threat match is a very dangerous environment at this point. So of course, with Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley still being a tag team, but not all that much. It could be a 2-1 handicap advantage against the champion, and then they'll turn into a 1-on-1 matchup between Reigns and Lashley to see which one's the better tag team member. Anyway, now Reigns, he gets inside and nails the bicycle kick to CM Punk. Of course, you could get out the equation. You could just lurk in the background. You could just lurk in the background of the regular 1-on-1 match that any of these two men can pull off, and then they just get a sneaky victory. Just win the match out of nowhere. See right now, Lashley, he's just going to take away Punk. Of course, you're going to have to have eyes in the back of your head. You're going to have to notice who's there and who's not. For example, if Reigns and Lashley are facing against each other, then they're going to have to know that Punk is lying in the background while it chokes in from Lashley to just Reigns and Punk. Punk, he had kind of a soft landing. Didn't really necessarily land on the ground. Alright. Now Lashley's going to get out of the question. He misses the spear. Crucial miss of the spear. And just that slingshot by Roman Reigns. Punk going to try to pick up the pieces, but no. That's just him and Reigns. As Reigns try to block away Punk from Punk picking off Reigns' own pieces of Bobby Lashley. Punk just going to shove Roman down. Not sure how smart that is, but hey, CM Punk, he is a fighting WWE champion, so we shall see. Nails the arm drag counter to Roman. Now it's 2-1 handicap type situation between Lashley and Punk against Reigns. And now Punk, he's going to get out of the equation here. Like I said, lurking in the background, or at least trying to get a breather. As long as it's not in a crucial point of the matchup. Here comes Punk, and he just ran into a backman body drop from Roman Reigns. Not to mention, your WWE champion CM Punk landed on top of number one contender Bobby Lashley. Reigns only here because he has the rematch clause. Punk doing a stunner. I'm a little bit dumbfounded by that. And now CM Punk, multiple kicks. Of course, great kick combination that Punk could sometimes pull off, and he did somewhat of that on Lashley. But until Reigns interrupts, and just like that, Roman Reigns just gonna take out the WWE champion. High knee strike, right to back head. Gonna do a GTS? No. He almost had a GTS to Lashley, and a double team gut wrench deadlift slam by both Reigns and Lashley to WWE champion. Punk power slam by Reigns, and Punk, he's gonna try to get a breather here. Lashley with an armbar on Reigns. Punk, he's trying to think of what he should do. I would do the shoulder. I would do not the shoulder drop, but the reverse elbow drop, which he didn't. And just like that, both Lashley and Punk momentarily went to a one-handicap situation on Roman Reigns. At this point, I would say Roman Reigns is probably the strongest man in this matchup. So of course, that's not really all that good for WWE champion CM Punk, nor number one contender Bobby Lashley. And now Punk just going to break it up with that clothesline. The strength of Punk, to be fair, you can't underestimate CM Punk as well. Speed and quickness, he's definitely superior in that against Reigns and Lashley. But of course, both Reigns and Bobby Lashley have somewhat of good speed. Surprisingly for, men of their type of size, muscularity, I guess you'd say. Now Roman just getting high kneed to a back to head first. Troubles by CM Punk. the way the knee bounced off the skull. And now multiple kicks to the groin, to the big set. That's Lashley's gonna break it up, and now Bobby Lashley on the roll here. Punk is dazed. And Lashley and Reigns are having their own little matchup. Spear from Reigns to Lashley a couple seconds ago. And now Roman is in a tough predicament here. Gets back suplex for his troubles by Bobby Lashley. Can Lashley pick up a victory here? And yes, he does! Punk breaking it up. Just too late. CM Punk too late in breaking it up. And just like that, Bobby Lashley's your new WWE champion to end off the Live from the MSG pay-per-view. Well, what are you gonna do? Just the way it ends it. Bobby Lashley steals one about the eyes and back to your head part. Lashley, he did worry about that. If Punk did break it up like 1 second early, then CM Punk would have definitely made the match go on longer. But now Bobby Lashley, back suplex to Roman Reigns. To his own to any partner as well. Picks up a victory. Picks up a surprise victory as well. Steals one out of nowhere. And thank you guys for watching the Book Revolution News Mode. This was the Live from the MSG pay-per-view event. This was the full show. I'm just going to add up the 2 clips now to create a full show. And man, is it going to be the longest pay-per-view I've done so far. And thank you guys for watching. That was it. And don't forget to watch the other Universe Mode episodes. Next up is going to be Raw, then ECW, then SmackDown. And then the show that I said that is going to be joint branded between Raw, SmackDown, and ECW. And it's going to be featured after the Live from the MSG event. It is after all Week 9 episodes of regular Universe Mode, which is Raw, SmackDown, and ECW. Everything else watching, don't miss the next episode of Universe Mode. And bye.